All right, here we go. I've only got about 5 minutes, so I just want to go into a little flow. We are being invited now to reunify with our own inner landscape. There is much that is in the works. There are many things that are coming. There are many things that we are working towards. There are many things that are working against us, so to speak, from one perspective. Yet this is merely an old perspective, that as we open our inner ears, those sounds of distractions will fall on lost ears, so to speak, for we are no longer lost, we are found. As we allow ourselves to find that which is within us, we allow ourselves to tune into a deeper resonance. There is much that is in the wake, so to speak. There is much in the way for many. There is much in the wave as we are creating that which we are waking into. This is a play on words. We're waking up. We're waking others. We are in the wake, meaning I was getting all these references to in the lee. We're in a process right now where we're in a very big stage of we're being invited to hold our energy, hold our space. There is a wake like at a funeral, right? We're in that space where we are, some of us are mourning in a place of mourning. We're in a stillness, and others are being really triggered and riled up right now. And it's all part of the process for us to find out immediately what is it that we need to focus on to regain our composure. This doesn't mean act like anything is wrong, not act like anything is wrong or act like everything is fine if it's not. Composure is a play on words as in an orchestra. So it's finding our balance, allowing ourselves to work through and not be in, I'm hearing, so I was resistance. So I was in resistance, for example, with quite a few things this week, which really makes it harder to see what is being offered and the potential that is being offered. For as we open up to our inner, I keep hearing inner ears, and this is that RAM, our inner memory, RAM, ROM, our center for will. I'm hearing the trumpets, the horns are sounding, but we have to listen first in order to hear the trumpets. And this is all a play on words. For many of us will sound off. We will turn the sound off. We will mute and hit that mute button for those things that charge us and push our buttons. And that can be useful at times to mute that which it is that we do not need to tune into. However, many of us are being invited to transmute that which is showing up for us as a reflection of things that are not, maybe haven't been seen before, things I'm hearing that have confounded us before. It's time to just, I'm seeing that it's time to let go of the restrictions. Stop fighting it, recognize it, acknowledge it. This can be for so many things. So what is it that we are not accepting in our lives? Why do we feel angry, triggered, frustrated? What can we do to transmute that, process it, and hold our own energy so that we're not continually triggered by that every day? And the first step is by acknowledging that we're feeling a certain way. Because I'm seeing it in sessions, I'm seeing it in myself, I'm having in conversations with my other sisters and brothers. It's this underlying current that I'm hearing, if not checked, like check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like if it goes unchecked, we become untethered. And we're really, really being asked right now to lock and load. We are the silver bullet. what does a silver bullet do? I'm in flow right now, so I'm just kind of going with this. A silver bullet basically is a calming, it's fast, it's a charge, it's the cure, so to speak. But if we're coming untethered, imagine when shit really hits the fan. And this is something that I'm just being really blunt about. You guys, there's more. There's so much more. This isn't it. Now, we are in a phase right now, I'm hearing a phased development where we are being invited to develop and hone in on our skills. We cannot do this if we are bound or binding ourselves to old habit patterns, old belief systems, old relationships, old jobs. This doesn't mean we have to quit our relationship or quit our job, but we may need to change our beliefs around that relationship or around that job. Because then when things really happen at the next scale that I'm kind of receiving messages about, so is my friend Candace, so is my friend Kat, many of us, Kate, then we're not going to be rooted and anchored. And again, I keep hearing the words from Game of Thrones, "Oh, the door," right? In that scene where he holds the door, he had something that happened to him in the past that was necessary in order to stabilize the future. So we really are time travelers, guys, many of us. We came here for what's in the process of, you guys, one thing I want to share about this, Spirit speaks in song and jokes and laughter, and we just have to really lighten up. I'm hearing lighten the load. I'm hearing it's going down. What's that song? At the mall, it's going down. At the club. Like literally, it's going down. So where are you going to be? Where are you going to be when things go down? This isn't a negative thing. Like, uh-oh, things are going to go down. Uh-oh. I'm hearing another one bites the dust. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. Where are we going to be? Things are happening. Things are shifting. We got to make this choice. It doesn't mean we have to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. This week was not sunshine and rainbows for me. I had to really go within. I'm being guided to still go within. I'm not doing as many videos. I'm just really honing in on holding my own energy. Then once I'm stable, once I'm balanced and harmonized, I can then be that light. I can shine it and I can hold that space. But if I'm not doing the work, right? And if I'm not recognizing and acknowledging where I want to be, who do I want to be? Who does this belong to? Am I behaving with integrity? Am I giving myself the gift of acknowledging what I need in this now moment? Or am I just kind of floating along all over the place, being pulled in this direction, pulled in that direction, and distracted? I had a beautiful conversation in a session yesterday, and this beautiful woman was having all these ahas, right? And she was like, yeah, it's so easy to get, oh, I'm hearing the cars now. Oh boy, it's one of those days. So easy. I think it's lights are moving in stereo. Okay, this has been a big song for me. So you guys, we're getting a lot of downloads. We're getting a lot of activations. We're getting a lot of help. But if we're not slowing down, taking time to smell the roses, the spiral, using our senses, we're going to be overstimulated. And everything is trying to overstimulate us from a lower perspective, a 3D, 4D perspective, however you want to look at it. There's a lot of distractions that are trying to pull us apart, especially right now, because there are big things coming. There are big things here now. There's big energies in the works to help us do our work. We are holding the door. We're holding space. Yet at the same time, we're being invited to flow and move with it. That might mean we have plans to go out and we say, you know what? I need to stay home. I need to turn off the TV. I need to get with my crystals and take a bath. Boom. Or it might be the opposite. I've been inside, I'm don't know what to do, I'm feeling anxious, I can't meditate. Maybe that's a good moment for you to go and meet with a sister or brother. Go out to dinner with a spouse, a partner. Hang out with the kids, go make a snowman, whatever it might be. Reconnect with the earth, and I'm hearing reconnect with our center of gravity. And that's a play on words because gravity isn't what we think it is. So we're being invited to reconnect with our center, connect to source, connect with earth, go through the heart, okay? Find that spin and not get spun out, because this is a big shakeup that we're having right now. We're in a transition and a phase. And I keep having this reference to the trumpets are sounding. We're not going to hear them mixed in with all of the other stuff, all the stories, all the beliefs, all the programming. It's really showing up for us super strong right now so that we can go, whoa, what is happening? I feel pulled here. I feel pulled there. This is going on. Tune back in. And this is something, yes, we could say it in every video, but it's especially important right now, guys. There's a huge flux. There's a huge shift and it comes in waves. We're getting ready for another wave. We're in one right now, but I keep getting these references to there's an even bigger one coming. How can we be in that space of our most present, filled with integrity, honoring our bodies, staying in a space of compassion for ourselves and for one another, and recognizing that we're here now, we can support each other. Whatever we need to do to get there, now is the time to do it. Because then we won't be untethered along with many other people that will be. We will be that foundation. We will be the space holders. We will be the compassionate ones. We will then go, yeah, I went through this a week ago. I hear ya. And here's how I went through it. Or I went through this last year. Or how can I... Many people want to know, how can I serve? How can I help humanity? Yet they're not doing what they need to do to help themselves. And it is work. And when I say work, part of the work is recognizing where we're at on a moment-to-moment basis and honoring that. That's work. Because we can ignore it, and ignore it by watching the world show play out, paying attention to what another light worker is talking about all the time, listening to this, listening to that, having these conversations. But that in itself can be a distraction. That isn't necessarily work. That can be work, but the true work is on us. It's not listening to someone else's work. It's taking that and applying it to our own lives. Journaling, dancing, writing, singing, breathing, eating healthy foods, finding a stabilizing, joyous moment. That doesn't mean that we're going to feel joyous and stabilized and sunshine and rainbows in every moment of every day. But if we take these small moments to bring us back to that space as often as possible, it then allows that one moment turns into 5 moments, that turns into 10 moments, that turns into an hour. Whereas before, if we were being pulled in all these different directions, and especially those that are sensitive to the energies that are going on right now, it's great that we have those extrasensory abilities. But if we're not tuning in and balancing those, and we're tethered all over the place, or we're tying ourselves and trying to fix everybody else, that isn't in alignment, and it creates an imbalance in us. So hold the door, stabilize, lights are moving in stereo. Listen to the sounds, listen to what your body's telling you. You guys, there's so many more codes that are coming through, but I have to run. So I'll share this in another video. In love and light, guys. I'm going through it too. We're all going through this together in our own way. We're all helping each other out. And everybody's different. Every session I've had, it's totally different. It used to be a lot of similar things. All over the place right now. Because we're all unique individual beings on an individual journey. Namaste.